All right, our nation's governors are continuing to make headlines. They got a lot to deal with these days. You got a pandemic, some natural disasters, some scandals too, right? And now our company is going to put all of them to the test. Joining us now is the host of WMAL's Morning on the Mall, Mary Walter, and Sirius XM host Stacey Washington. Mercedes, I want you to join in if you can, please.
It's going to be too fun, I'm telling you.
All right, it's report card time, guys. I think literally kids are getting it.
True.
Right? Yeah. All right. So I want to grade the governors. So we got a lot to go through. So give me a grade and a quick phrase as to why you justify this, because there's a lot that goes into the overall grade. Stacey, I'm going to start with you and Governor Cuomo. What grade is he getting?
He's getting an F. Killing people deserves an F.
All right. Well, you're a tough grader. Mary, what do you think of Cuomo?
I give him a D. He should resign, but I admire the tenacity.
Oh, that's interesting.
Wow, that's friendly.
Mercy, how about you?
D for distraction, distraction, distraction. Okay, you're talking about the nursing home cover-up. You're talking about the sex scandals. He's not even meeting up and dealing with the state budget.
You know, when I was in high school, I was taking this computer class, and I got
Did you get a D?
A circle D, which was basically like you failed, but you actually show up, so we're not going to fail you. So I feel like you guys are giving him a circle D.
Sean, we'll give you a trophy. Don't worry. I'll give you an A, okay?
All right. Let's move on to Governor DeSantis in Florida, can we? Stacey, I'll start with you again. Governor DeSantis, what are you going to give him?
Giving him an A, because anyone who runs their state the way he has and then drinks beer with the people, takes his kids out every weekend, he's getting an A. No one is enjoying himself more than Governor DeSantis right now.
Okay. All right, Mary?
I have to 100% agree with Stacey. He gets an A because he's doing it with style, and he's following the science. So good for him, an A.
Interesting. Mercy, are you going to continue the streak?
Hello, I'm from Florida. An A+ for Governor DeSantis.
All right.
An even higher grade than an A, because it's not only about the effective vaccine distribution, but also he's willing to take on the press, and I really admire that for him. He's kept these schools open. He's opened up the economy very strong.
Yeah, it's interesting. It's for all of the opposite reasons that you guys gave Cuomo an F or a D. I think DeSantis is kind of the opposite guy. Not a lot of scandals, dealing with the press, the vaccine. That's right. All right, can we shift coast for a second and parties? Mary, Governor Newsom out there in California, what do you think of him? He looks really good. He's so good looking.
He's got great hair.
He does. He has great hair. He's good looking. I don't know if you guys consider that in your grade.
No, I do not consider that my grade. I give him an F because he could be doing this with class, and he is not. He's hanging in there, but not with the same way that Cuomo is. So he gets an F.
Wow. All right, Mercy. Let's see how you grade.
Oh, you're going to me. F for French laundry.
Wow.
That's all I have to say.
Stacey Washington, let's see. I feel like I can't believe you guys didn't grade Cuomo harder than this guy. I don't see the nursing home scandal surrounding him the same way. But Stacey Washington, are you going to give him an F too?
So I gave Cuomo an F because he killed people. I give this guy a D, not handsome, D. That's what he gets.
All right. Well, I guess the hair saved him on that one.
Oh.
All right. Let's go back a little east and down south. Governor Greg Abbott of Texas. Stacey, I'll go back to you. What do you think of Governor Abbott?
He gets a B+. And that's only because of the ERCOT energy thing with the, 4.5 million, 5 million people in Texas without power, and there were deaths there. I don't think he's directly responsible, but as the governor, he does have to kind of bear some of the brunt of it. So he gets downgraded to a B+.
Interesting. All right, Mary, what do you think of Governor Abbott in Texas?
I actually give him an A+ because not only is he handling the pandemic well, but he has this chaos on the border, and he is dealing with all of these people coming into this country not being tested for COVID. So he has no idea what he's dealing with. It's like whack-a-mole. So I give him an A+.
Mercy, I think it's interesting. Stacey brought up a great point about the ERCOT and all those power outages, and yet I think Mary's point about the border is important. Where are you coming down on this?
I'm going to have to say a B, because I do agree that they mishandled when the winter storm hit. But at the same time, he's been very strong on reopening up Texas with little mask mandates and also reopening up the schools. So I think he's been very effective on that end.
All right, I'm shooting back up north to Governor Whitmer in Michigan. Mary Walter, what do you think of the job that she's doing?
She gets an F. I mean, she just doesn't know when to give up.
It's the hair.
She does. No, it's not the hair. They're stonewalling on turning over paperwork. That's not going to turn out well. You know, when you're in a hole, stop digging.
Okay. Stacey Washington, Governor Whitmer.
I think she actually looks pretty nice when I see her on TV. It's just that she's always lying. I give her a C. C, because I think she killed people too, but I can't prove it yet. So C.
God, you guys, I'm not taking your class. Mercy, what do you think of Governor Whitmer?
I'd have to say a C. So I think she's had put very strict restrictions on Michigan. It's put a lot of pressure on the economy. And, but they are working through the vaccine distributions in the state of Michigan.
All right, we got one more governor that I want to rate. Kristi Noem, South Dakota. This will be interesting. Stacey, where do you think Governor Noem comes down in this whole mix?
A+. I think she's a feature star of the Republican Party. She represents Americans well. She runs her state well. And she's nobody to mess around with when it comes to the facts. She will rip you a new one, and she looks fantastic doing it.
I will say her CPAC speech was very strong. Mary Walter.
I give her an A, not an A+, because as I keep saying, there's always room for improvement. Okay. So I will give her an A, but I agree with Stacey. I think she's a rising star, and she is one to look out for. Watch her.
Mercy, you were at CPAC. You and your husband, Matt, led this effort. What did you think of her, and what grade are you going to give her?
I got to tell you, she is amazing. So I'm definitely going to have to give her an A+. She's very down to earth, and she's also focused on stopping government control. We're in favor of that.
I'll tell you one little stat. I was looking through one of the sites that carried all the CPAC speeches, randomly stumbled across it on YouTube. When you looked at a lot of the speakers that were at CPAC, they were getting 50, 60,000 views. She was like 120,000 views. I know that's not scientific, but it shows that there's a lot of interest in her. And I think you guys really expressed what I think a lot of grassroots Republicans are seeing about her in particular. But obviously Abbott and Governor DeSantis in Florida are very similar. Thank you, guys. I think this is enjoyable. I appreciate you guys grading, and I don't want to take any of your classes.
You're an A+, Sean.
Chicken.
Totally A+.
Hi, Emma Reckenberg here. If you like this video, there's a whole lot more to see on Newsmax TV. You can watch for free right here on our YouTube live stream and be the first one here each time our experts break down real news. Just hit that subscribe button, ring the bell icon, and stay with us on America's fastest growing cable news channel, Newsmax TV.